As the sun set on a clear day, the stars began to twinkle in the sky, a sight that has fascinated humans for centuries. But have you ever wondered about the creation of these magnificent celestial bodies and the forces that shape our universe? In the beginning, before the universe we knew existed, there was nothing but complete emptiness. The void stretched out in all directions, a vast and infinite expanse of nothingness. But in the midst of this emptiness, there was one force whose power was beyond measurement. He is the most merciful and beneficent, the Almighty Allah. He is a being, but not through phenomenon of coming into being. He exists but not from non-existence. He is with everything but not in physical nearness. He is different from everything but not in physical separation. He acts but without connotation of movements and instruments. He sees even when there is none to be looked at from among his creation. He is only one, such that there is none with whom he may keep company or whom he may miss in his absence. Now, sit back, relax, and prepare to embark on a journey beyond imagination, as we explore the story of the creation of the universe. It all starts with a single word, kun. The Almighty Allah brought forth the universe with a word, kun, which means, be. With this word, the heavens and the earth were created as one entity. But then, Allah unstitched or exploded the universe outwards, and created it in 6 days. On the first 2 days, He created the earth and the world, followed by the preparation of the world for evolving life, and on the last 2 days, He created the skies and heaven. Allah's power, knowledge, and wisdom is evident in the creation of the universe. The 6 days in which the earth and the heavens were created are basically 6 periods. The earth and the heavens before coming to the present states have passed through the 6 ages. Meaning the present mode of earth and the heavenly bodies is as the result of these continuous changes, which transpired on them, and in the end after passing through all those changes they have acquired the present form. It is possible that the duration of one period might have been 10 million years or 10 billion years. So, we could estimate that the age of the universe is about 60 million to 60 billion years. Now here, you are wondering why Allah did not create everything at once. Why did the creation happen gradually? So, the answer to this question is that the world in which we live is a material world. And counting of gradual evolution of material existing things is done in inseparable narratives, and material things by nature change from one shape to another with passing of time, and in this way pass through different stages. As a result, it becomes a perfect phenomenon. The earth and the heavens are not exempt from this law. You see any materially existing thing, you will find that all of it is going up the ladder of gradual evolution. Grass and plants after some time take the shape of flowery bush or fruit-bearing tree. Animals and humans until they do not finish a certain period in the womb cannot live their life in this vast world. This law is applicable everywhere and to every material thing of this universe. So, have you ever wondered how the Almighty Allah initiated the creation of the universe? He initiated creation most initially and commenced it originally, without undergoing reflection, without making use of any experiment, without innovating any movement, and without experiencing any aspiration of mind. He allotted all things their times, put together their variations, gave them their properties, and determined their features, knowing them before creating them, realizing fully their limits and confines and appreciating their propensities and intricacies. When Almighty created the openings of atmosphere, expanse of firmament and strata of winds, He flowed into it water whose waves were stormy and whose surges leapt one over the other. He loaded it on dashing wind and breaking typhoons, ordered them to shed it back, as rain, gave the wind control over the vigor of the rain, and acquainted it with its limitations. The wind blew under it while water flowed furiously over it. Then Almighty created forth wind and made its movement sterile, perpetuated its position, intensified its motion and spread it far and wide. Then he ordered the wind to raise up deep waters and to intensify the waves of the oceans. So the wind churned it like the churning of curd and pushed it fiercely into the firmament, throwing its front position on the rear and the stationary on the flowing till its level was raised and the surface was full of foam. Then Almighty raised the foam on to the open wind and vast firmament and made therefrom the 7 skies and made the lower one as a stationary surge and the upper one as protective ceiling and a high edifice without any pole to support it or nail to hold it together. Then he decorated them with stars and the light of meteors and hung in it the shining sun and effulgent moon under the revolving sky, moving ceiling and rotating firmament. Then he created the openings between high skies and filled them with all classes of his angels. Some of them are in prostration and do not kneel up. Others in kneeling position and do not stand up. Some of them are in array and do not leave their position. Others are extolling Allah and do not get tired. The sleep of the eye or the slip of wit, or languor of the body or the effect of forgetfulness does not affect them. So far, we have learned about the age of the universe and how it came into existence. But what about our own planet Earth? How old is it, and after how many phases did humans come into existence? Allah set the earth on a firm foundation and sent down rain from the sky to nourish it. He created everything with a purpose and a plan, and every living being has a role to play in this grand design. He created the mountains, which stand tall and strong, as a symbol of his might. He created the sun and the moon, which rise and set every day, as a symbol of his mercy. And he created the night and the day, as a symbol of his balance and justice. The age of our world is said to be 50,000 years, divided into 5 periods of 10,000 years each. The first period was an empty, arid, and uninhabited world, devoid of any life. In the second period, the world was populated with beings who were neither jinn nor angels nor human beings. They existed in a strange and mysterious state, which we can only imagine. The third period saw the world empty and uninhabited once again. It was a time of great silence and emptiness, with nothing to break the stillness. The fourth period was marked by the creation of the jinn and the monstrous Nazains. They were creatures of incredible power and strength, with abilities beyond our imagination. Finally, in the fifth and current period, humanity was born. We are the descendants of Adam, the first man created by God. We have been given the gift of life and the responsibility to care for this beautiful planet. As we gaze upon the stars and the vastness of the universe, we cannot help but marvel at the creation of the Almighty and the forces that have shaped our world.